Always on my mind. So bad, bro. They want to make it seem like everything that I've done is meaningless. That is absolutely of no value. Their heart condition and mentality is abominable. How in the hell is money more valuable than the oracles of the true and living God? Why do you automatically assume I'm arrogant for saying this? Why do you automatically assume that I don't have the oracles of the true and living God? What makes you think that you have the right to determine who has the oracles of the true and living God? If I say I have his oracles, then my actions should be matching that which I'm speaking. They are. But you want to stay blinded. So, that null and voids what the hell you think. That null and voids what the hell you want to believe. You can think and you can believe as you please. But you don't have the right to dictate who can and who cannot be utilized by the true and living God. You want to call me arrogant, but you don't think you're arrogant? You think you have the right to choose who can be used by the true and living God? That's real arrogance. Because you act like you got more authority than the true and living God. You act like you can take away the free agency of someone else. That's arrogance. See? If someone told me that they have the oracles of the true and living God, I will watch their actions. I look for the fruit because they're claiming to be an orange tree. So I'm going to be looking for oranges on that tree. But if I see nothing but apples popping up on that tree, then I know that they are a liar. I am an orange tree. And you can see oranges on my tree. The fruit bears record. But yet you want to ignore it. As if it's irrelevant. But yet you're following all of these people who claim to be an orange tree. Yet clearly everybody see the apples on the supposed orange tree. And you're all listening to them. But you're ignoring the actual orange tree with the actual oranges on the tree. That's asinine. And I'm tired. I'm literally tired. I'm over here a whole orange tree and you are following one that claims to be an orange tree, but we can all see the apples on that supposed orange tree. But you want to try to convince me that I ain't an orange tree. You want to try to convince me that I have apples on my tree. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Father, I am tired. These people are asinine. They're asinine. They're asinine. Oh, goodness sakes, bro. How much longer, Father? How How do you know you're an orange tree? Well, because I am different. My actions are different. My mentality and my heart condition is different. That's what it is right there. I don't have the same type of heart condition and or mentality. Like, that's an apple tree. All those with the same heart condition and mentality. You know, that's an apple tree. But I'm an orange tree because my heart condition and mentality is not after money. It's after the clarity and the understanding, the morals of the true and living God. For real, for real. See, many people claim this. Many people claim this. They claim in what they do not have. They claim in what they desire, yet they do not have it. They claim to have the clarity and the understanding. They claim to have the spiritual clarity and understanding. They claim to know the meaning to life and the universe and all of these things. They claim to be the teachers, the leaders, the priests. But you're ignoring those of us whom this society deems as the scum of the earth. We even look the part outwardly. Yeah, we're the type that's either covered in tattoos, big ass holes in our ears. I don't personally have that, but hell, I'm transgender. I am a male spirit that was born in a female body. It just so happens to be that way. You know? And all my life, people wanted to treat me according to my physical body, regardless of my natural differences. But my natural differences that I had was deemed a problem. Because I was not conformed to their illusion. I was not conformed to, you know, their socially constructed boxes. In their reality, you know, all females gotta act a certain way. All females gotta be feminine. You cannot be masculine. There's something wrong with you. You must be a young lady. Young ladies don't sit like that. Young ladies don't act like that. Young ladies don't talk like that. Like all my life, I was reprimanded for simply being me. Them trying to, like, literally punish. I would get punished for being me naturally. They would punish me simply for naturally being different, okay? And then trying to train me to be feminine. Like, I can't even really give you no examples right now, people, because I'm not even trying to stay on this subject. Alright, I had a traumatizing childhood, okay, because as a child, I was just naturally different, okay, I was naturally different, but my family, you know, they would ridicule me and say, you can't act like no little boy, you know, you are not no little boy, who do you think you are? You are a girl, like, I was berated and reprimanded a lot, okay, simply for being me. So anyway, I said at the site, the true people that have the oracles of the true and living God have lived a life of hell. Okay, we did not conform to this society. We were not of this world. We were set apart. Okay? We are set apart from the world. We from society. Most people have a problem with us. We don't fit. You can't fit a square into a circle. Okay? You like, we just did not fit. We were not of this world. We're not of this world. Okay? So we don't fit into this society. Alright? Like, you cannot force us to conform. Okay? So because you cannot force us to conform, this is what sets us apart. Okay? That's what it is, people. See, you want to be popular. You want to fit in and all of these things. You want to be liked. You want to be happy. You want to be comfortable. You don't want any opposition. Okay? So you literally bury all of that. Okay? You bury all of that within you. Okay? You swallow your essence, like who you are. Okay? And you allow other people in this society to build who they want you to be. Okay? And you go along with it. You conform to it because you want to be liked. You literally replicate this. And it's the same carbon copy robot mentality. You know? That is all about money and superficiality. Okay? It's all about lust, lasciviousness. No real love, no real compassion, no real truth. Okay? It is always distractions. Alright? Talk about celebrities. Talk about, bull crap that's going on and that's irrelevant. Okay? That has nothing to do with the real reality. That has everything to do with the superficial, false-ass reality. Alright? If you're not the type of person to go along, to get along, then you are set apart. You are deemed an outcast. You're treated as an outcast because you are unwilling to compromise yourself in order to be accepted by everybody else. I want to be able to live with myself. I have to be myself. I cannot allow others to build me into who they want me to be. Like, are you crazy? Oh, well, yes, you are. Apparently. You done lost every last good marble. Okay? Because that's absolutely insane. Just because you conform, don't mean you can force me to conform. And the fact that you can't force me to conform, you want to deem me a problem. And you want to freaking begin to band together to hate on me. Trying to convince me that I'm just like you. That I ain't no different from you. Claim I'm arrogant simply for being set apart and different. Do you want to claim I'm one of you? So you can say that, well, hey, I can say I got the oracles of God too. I can say I had a hard persecuted life too. Well, hell, if you really did have the oracles of the true and living God, then I would be seeing that fruit in your actions, in your deeds. You would actually be loving me. You would not have a problem with me. But the fact is, just like this society, you love your money. You love your materialistic things. You love being comfortable. You love your friends, your status. true and living God. You have the precepts of mortal men. And you are jealous and envious. Because you don't have my mentality and or heart condition. Yet you covet that which I have been given. And you persecute me because of what I have been given. While you claim you love my eternal Father. While you got his name in your mouth. Don't you know that your prayer is abominable? Because you hate his law of love. It's a simple freaking law to love thy neighbor as thyself. But you don't want to do that. You want to love yourself and nobody else. Only those who are like you will get a little bit of love from you. Because you know that they'll return the favor. It ain't about genuine love and compassion and kindness and mercy and empathy. No. And you have the heart condition and mentality like trying to set it up so that when you fall, when you need it, they'll be there for you in the future. You're still thinking about yourself. It's not a selfless act of love. It's a selfish act of love. That's the superficial love. It's not real love. Real love is selfless. You give without expectation. Okay? You give freely without any expectation. But this is how I've been the entirety of my life. Yet, still, my family ignored all of those qualities. They ignored that orange fruit that's on this orange tree. They deliberately ignored all the oranges on my tree. And they tried to make me into an apple tree. Why, oh why, can you not just let me be? Why, oh why, do you keep making me the problem? I just wanna be free. I no longer wanna be in captivity. Money is a false god. It did not create this earth. Those who set themselves up in authority did not create this earth. This is my father's land. This is my mother's land. And all you nations is about to reap your destruction. It's about to be your end. It's about to be your catastrophic end. because you have refused to listen. You have refused to listen. You continue imposing. You continue imposing your unrighteous heart condition, your unrighteous and corrupted mentality. You keep imposing that upon me, acting like I must have your corrupted mentality and heart condition. No, sir, no, ma'am. My fruit bears record. Clearly, I don't love money, 'cause I went through 3 years of long suffering, not earning this supposed God of money. I don't serve that God. That ain't my God. I love and serve the true and living God. And I have the freedom of choice to choose the true and living God. You don't have the right to tell me that I can't choose the true and living God, and I don't have the right to tell anyone else that they don't have the right to choose the true and living God. But I do have the right to tell you if your fruit are not lining up to the God whom you are confessing. If you say that you have the oracles of the true and living God, then you better be bearing the fruit of the true and living God, which is divine love, compassion, kindness, mercy, empathy, generosity, charity, chastity, purity, holiness, righteousness, all things benevolent. But when you're displaying those who don't have the clarity and understanding. You can only convince those who are also participating in the illusion. All those who are comfortable in the illusion. Yeah, you're all confused. You don't know a real one when you seen one. But you're all claiming that you're real ones. So super real. People be scared. They be so scared. They say I'm too real. See? It's by their actions. They ain't gotta say it out their mouth. They ain't gotta confess it. No, I judge you by the fruit of your spirit. And the spirit that you allow to rule your life is evil, is wicked, is malevolent. Okay? I clearly see you by your actions. See? If you see a puppy suffering in the street, your heart will like literally melt and be like, oh my God, you poor puppy. And you would take him in and you would nurse him to health. But yet you see me literally out here suffering. But you harden your heart condition. And you say you're grown as a devil. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Money don't grow on trees. If you don't learn to earn and save your own money, don't think you're going to get a handout from me. Root hog or die poor. All of this is what floods your mind when it comes to the meek, tender-hearted vessels of mercy, here to give you the true oracles of the true and living God. And you think you're justified in it. You think you're justified in shutting up your heart, in shutting up your bowels of compassion. You literally think it's okay to leave us out here suffering. That we deserve to suffer because we won't earn our money for a living. You're refusing to understand who established this economic system. You act like the system came from the Most High God. You are obeying mortal men while you are rejecting the true and living God. Man, let me stop you. This spirit, but I gotta try to tone it down. Spirit, let me tone it down. I'm trying to get it out the best way I can, but I ain't trying to blow out my vocal cords. Let's calm it down, Spirit. Let's calm it down. Let's calm it down, Spirit. See, you people want to seriously believe that I'm a charlatan. Yet I bear the fruits of the Spirit. I actually do operate in divine love, compassion, kindness, mercy, empathy, generosity, purity, chastity, holiness, righteousness. I emulate benevolence in my mortal existence. I have been doing this for the last 4 years to the best of my ability. And I've grown little bit by little bit a little bit because we don't stay stagnant. We keep growing. That spirit of reproof, if the spirit of truth is dwelling with you, then you're going to continuously be reproved of things that are contrary to divine love and the holy fruits of the Spirit. Okay? That's the whole, what they want to call Christ consciousness, but it's not really Christ consciousness. It's the consciousness. Okay? And it comes from the presence of benevolence, the ever-presence of benevolence. Alright? That's what sparked the consciousness. Okay? That's infinite consciousness. And the infinite consciousness is benevolent, but allows freedom of choice. But when you accept the freedom of choice, you need to understand it comes with responsibility. Okay? The responsibility is to continue in the benevolence. But if you are contrary to the benevolence, then you also have to know that it comes with accountability. It comes with consequences. Okay? We reap what we sow. Okay? It's very easy. This is like elementary. ABC 1, 2, 3. The law is love. And you reap what you sow. But because we live in this reality, quote unquote, that we were all born in, and you have no clarity, you have no spiritual clarity nor understanding to know the prophetic time frame that we were living in, you have no idea of what's coming. You can speculate all you want, but your prophecies are wrong because you have the wrong players. Okay? So you're following these charlatans that claim to be an orange tree, yet we can all see apples on their tree. You don't want to understand that it's those who you can't stand that have his oracles. It's the ones that the world deems to be the problem that have his oracles. It's the ones that most people look their nose down upon that have his oracles. We ain't gonna have no money. We don't have money. We're not the ones that get money. Okay? His people that he raises up today is in poverty. We don't have no assets. We don't have no status, no clout, no honors of men. We have no physical might in our hands. This is what the scripture declared of the ones that he's using in this time. The ones he's using in this time don't have any physical might in our hands to protect ourselves. We don't operate with man-made weapons. We don't have money, okay? Because money is power in this world. Money is might in this world. So clearly we don't have money. Again, we don't have man-made physical weapons. Okay? We don't have money. Okay? We don't have status. We don't have clout. We don't have honors of mortal men. We don't have any of these things. We don't have the credentials of this world. Okay? Many of us are labeled black, African Americans, but there's some of other nations, but they're extremely rare. You will know them by their fruit. You will know them by their heart condition and their mentality. They will be an orange tree. Even though they may appear to be an apple tree, they get oranges on their tree. And the children of light can see them for who they are. They're scorned just like us. They're hated by their families and all of society just like us. See, it's us. It's the outcasts. It's the throwaways. It's the ones that society deems to be nobodies. It's the ones where society and your whole family deemed you to grow up to be a nobody. Alright? That you will not be successful. Alright? It's a good thing that I was not successful according to the wisdom of this world. Because what does it profit a man to gain the whole world, yet lose his soul? None of you knew the real meaning of that. You had all of these distractions and misdirections out here talking about celebrities sold their soul unto Satan. Well, yes, but you all doing the same damn thing when you fill out job applications. You agreed to earn your money for a living. That's a contract. You sold your soul. Okay? So now, this corrupted corporation that they want to call civilization is sucking your soul. And you get the reward of money for allowing this system to suck your soul. But you want to be mad at me that I won't sign the contract, sign my soul over to this corporation, and allow this corporation to suck my soul away, shackle and chain my spirit, while I focus on sustaining my carnal flesh upon the earth. And you want to literally punish me, because I refuse to do what you do. I refuse to let this system suck my soul. Therefore, you deserve to suffer. You deserve to go without the money, since you don't want to earn the money. Well, hell, my God didn't create money. So you seriously think that these heathen is more powerful than my God? Well, we're all about to see. We're all about to see which God has the authority over this earth. Which God has the authority over his covenant people. Is it really money? Or is it the ever-presence of benevolence? And the eternal Father, Mother, and all the angelic hosts that are the true government of this land? You want to keep setting yourself in opposition? Keep doing it. You're about to see better than I can keep telling you. Keep trusting in your money. Keep trusting in the wisdom of this world. Keep trusting in all your materialistic things and what you think. Okay? Keep trusting in your honors of mortal men, all your little pendants on your chest so you can show everybody how badass you are. How you're so badass. That's all superficial, but I keep it super real. Oh yeah, that's superficial, but I am extremely real. These people superficial, but I am extremely real. You'd be so mad, you'd be so jealous, but I'm telling you that I ain't got a monopoly on the true and living God. You just don't want to do what it takes to get to know the true and living God, and have him grant you with a spirit of truth. That's the baptism by fire. Have him baptize you with the water of the Holy Spirit. You have a pure conscience. It is that small, still voice within. You have to have a pure conscience in order to hear it. You know, if you've been searing your conscience for 30, 40, 50 plus years, how the hell do you expect to hear the Holy Spirit for real, for real? No, all you're hearing is the precepts of mortal men that's been drilled into your core belief system for generations, okay? It's the same book. You believe you from Africa. You believe that earning money for a living is a normal way of living, okay? You believe that that came from God, okay? Like you celebrate all the freaking holidays, okay? That the foreigners who established this system, okay, the descendants of colonizers, all right? You believe it's okay that the indigenous people are literally trampled upon by all nations. All of these things, you're complacent with all of that. Okay? So you follow the wisdom of this world. That's the wisdom of this world. See, the eternal truth is that the true and living God cares about justice. Like, there ain't no such thing as love your neighbor as thyself, yet you're trampling upon them. And you acting like they don't matter. You're acting like they're your property. You're supporting this system that's doing this unto us. We are the original people of this land. Why in the hell are we being forced to pay the worst of the heathen? Why are we forced to make the rich get richer? And while we're doing it, you're comfortable and complacent with us getting gunned down unarmed in a street by the police, and them hold themselves not guilty. But we're not the biblical people? Really? You do your best to blind yourself from the fact that we are the indigenous people of this land. Matter of fact, that's the stem, that's the root of your hatred. That's the root of your hatred and your racism. You hate the fact that we were given the best lands. That's why you think you have the God-given right to inflict your imperialism. To just impose your imperialism. Your capitalism. Your colonization of indigenous land. And you just acting like, oh, it doesn't matter what we did in the past. That was so long ago. You niggers can earn your money for a living. But money ain't my God. Why are you trying to impose that as my God? Like, I need that God to sustain my life. No, I need the true and living God to sustain my life. I need the true and living God to overturn my captivity. Because this some bullshit. You trying to convince me that I gotta be obedient to the words of the heathen. And all their minions shutting up their bowels of compassion seriously think that they love and serve my God of eternal benevolence. That's absolutely wild. That's absolutely wild, people. See, you don't call my God eternal benevolence. You don't have no clarity or even understanding of the true and living God. So you just following all the precepts of mortal men. So for you Christians, you call him by a title. God. Simply God. But clearly, on the back of your money, it's engraved, in God we trust. So, yeah, that's your God. Because you ain't specifying a God outside of that. And your actions testify of your heart condition and your mentality. because you put in your time, okay? You literally signed a contract. You signed your soul away on a contract when you filled out your job application, okay? And you literally agreed to sell your soul for the reward of money, okay? So that's by your actions. So it's this money. You get the reward of money for the system being able to suck your soul, okay? So that's your God. Right now, that's your God. Simple as that, that's your God, okay? The only way that is not your God is if you have a generous heart condition, if you have a generous mentality, if you have a loving and merciful heart condition and mentality, well, you choosing to allow the system to suck your soul away. See, you chose that with your free agency, people, and you did it for your self-preservation. Because if you didn't do it, then you would suffer like his servants are suffering. All his servants go through the suffering. All his servants suffer with him. So if you have no love and compassion for his servants, you are certainly not serving the God that you think you are serving. No, sir, no, ma'am. Your actions testify of your mentality and your heart condition that you're all about your money. And you're mad that his servant won't do what you do. Therefore, you harden your heart and you punish his servant. And you say they don't deserve my abundance. And you use that abundance for either selfishness or you help out another charlatan like yourself. Or another obedient robot like yourself. See, I'm addressing all people because it's dealing with your actual heart condition and your mentality. Okay? You can't get past this, people. This is the test that you must pass. You must have a clear conscience. You have to have a pure conscience. Only little children, babies, have a pure conscience. Okay? Have a pure heart. Alright? This is why he said to humble yourself as a little child. When you have a pure conscience and heart condition, then the ever presence of benevolence can work with that. You'll be more apt to accept the reproof via the spirit of truth. You'll be able to actually hear the whispers of the Holy Spirit. This is only if you are humble like a child. Unlearning the wisdom of this world. Pure conscience is a blank slate. That's the infinite love of the true and living God. We get many chances to get it right because we all do have an eternal faith and we work on it during our various incarnations and mortality into this physical existence, into a mortal body. Okay? Now, I feel like this is my final time, people. And I'm Leo the Lion. Okay? Under the sign of a fire dragon as well, born in 76. Okay? That's the year of the fire dragon. Okay? And Leo, August 10th. Alright? I don't care. I'm not fearful. I ain't scary. You know, like many people, my birthday is on my channel. Alright? I'm very open and honest about my life because, I ain't got nothing to fear when my trust and faith is in a true and living God. What can a man devise in his mind that my God don't know about? What can be devised in the mind of an evil man that my God is not aware of, is not prepared for? See, they dig a pit for those whom they want to go in it, but they who did it end up falling over in it. You seriously think that you're still in a time to persecute his meek, tender-hearted vessels of mercy? You think you're still in a time frame where you can torture us and kill us, like literally shed our blood? See, he allowed that already during the Inquisition. That time is past. You're in a different time frame. Now the way y'all torture us is to shut up your bowels of compassion. You know that this system is requiring money from us. But you also know we're the indigenous people of this land. Quit fronting. Quit playing yourself. You is not that ignorant. So the fact that you know we are the indigenous people of this land, but you're complacent with this system demanding money from us, and you refuse to show compassion, kindness, mercy unto us, generosity unto us out of your abundance, because you want to force us to allow this system to continuously suck our soul away just for our own resources upon our own ancestral land. With money as the middleman. You have no more authority over my life, people. I choose in my free agency to trust in the true and living God. And, all of you have the same option. Yeah, you do. Now, you want to be mad at me because you say, well, you have to earn your money for a living. Again, that's what you chose. Okay, because you care more about your physical body than you do about seeking the clarity and the understanding. Okay? That's just is what it is. That's the bottom line truth of it. Alright? You care more about your comfort, okay, for your flesh, than you do about understanding why this is being imposed upon you. Okay? So you conform to it. So, that null and voids your excuse to be jealous and envious. Okay? That's gaslighting. That's manipulation. How can you be envious and or jealous of me when you had the same opportunity? But because you care more about your comfort in the flesh than you do finding out why, finding out the clarity and the understanding of why this was being imposed. You want to be mad at me. I'm sorry that I care more about why this is being imposed upon me than I do about my comforts of my physical body. So, you're jealous of the fact that I would rather suffer in the physical than conform to evil? But you wish that you could do it? I can understand that. Okay? But what makes you think that you're not going to be judged for that? Because that's envy, people. That is a demon. You need to subdue that demon. Okay? You need to subdue the envious demon. You need to subdue the jealous demon. Okay? Because you cannot hold on to your demons and seriously think you're going to enter into the kingdom. The kingdom is within you. But them demons are within you as well. And they block you from being able to enter in the inner kingdom that's within. Okay? Because they can't enter into the kingdom, and neither can you. You have to subdue your demons, people, in order to really go within yourself. Alright? So the whole reason why you keep projecting your false reality upon me is because every single time you encounter me, them demons is tormenting you. And so you begin to project all of these things that them demons are tormenting you upon me. And you torment me. You're allowing them demons to use you to torment his servants. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, people. Just got done taking my bath. Alright, so, anyway, I gotta, get off of here, people. My storage is always full and all of that. Shalom.